What is up, YouTube? What's going on, fellow fantasy people? And as always, what is up, the Catch fam? We are bringing you guys a special episode tonight. We have got Steven in the house. What is going on, my guy?
Hey, I'm still reeling after how bad my first draft was, man. Now we join forces, come out here.
We are joining forces. This is our last draft of the season, and we are doing a joint draft. Steven will get the first round selection, and then we will just bounce off of one another. But more importantly, throughout the entire season, this team belongs to not just myself and Steven, but to the Catch fam. We will be responding to your guys' comments, your guys' criticism, your guys' selections on the waiver wire, and we will be taking them into consideration, and we will be building this fantasy season through our season, this fantasy team throughout the season. I'm just so excited I can't get my words together with you guys. So this is our special episode. We could not be more pumped, man. We would have done this live, but the logistics just weren't lining up, and we kind of wanted to be more of a surprise for you guys. So let us know in the comments down below what you guys are wanting to see throughout the season. We'll talk more about it throughout the draft, but man, we are getting ready to get on the clock and at pick 7, and Steven has that selection, and like he says, I hope he doesn't screw it up because I have no say whatsoever, as Travis Kelce is first off the board, followed by Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey. So this is already nuts, man.
My gosh.
Yeah, man, who are you feeling here at pick 7?
Austin Eckler for sure.
No. I will be really pissed. So, I mean, full disclosure, I actually am in control. So if you tell me a bad enough pick, I might be able to bypass it. As Davante Adams is off the clock
this is getting
4.
weird quickly, and then Saquon Barkley. So if we get the chance to get Dalvin Cook or Alvin Kamara here, I'm super pumped about that. I will say I would love to get the chance to get Dalvin Cook, which somehow we did. I really don't know what's going on with this draft.
I mean, dude, I think we would have been happy regardless, right,
Yeah.
with any of those guys. So we're going with Dalvin Cook. That's the pick.
Absolutely locked and loaded.
At
RB1.
pick 7, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, I want to say H2H points PPR through ESPN Plus. I mean, I can't think of any reason why anything would be different to where people would be drafting this way. I think these guys that we're drafting against, just like Travis Kelce and Davante Adams, and have different running back rankings than us. I mean, I can't think of anything, man. But nonetheless, we're in it. It's too late now.
People have conviction in their guys, they're in their players, and we've said it all off season long. I think there's arguments for everybody that got drafted, So
Sure.
I don't think there's anything nefarious going on here. I just think, let's go ahead and take them, bro, because it's just gonna set our team up for a tasty little treat going forward,
yeah,
brother.
man. So pick 14 here in the second round. I got a couple guys in mind, man, and with the fantasy gods coming down on me hard with that injury to Gus Edwards, as we see Eckler, Taylor, and Aaron Jones off the board, I'm scared to stay RB heavy in this draft. I can tell you that much, man. But
bro,
a lot of good picks coming up at the turn as Lamar Jackson taken with wow. I don't know what to say about that.
This draft's getting.
I like this draft, man.
Yeah, this draft's getting weird quickly.
Yeah, I'm with it, bro. This is the perfect. Yeah, you know who we're going with too, dog. We're picking Tyreek Hill for this team. How could we not, man?
Yeah, that's a fantastic pick to pair up with that.
I gotta have a good receiver in one of my leagues, and might as well be the Catch Fam league, bro.
Week to week, you're just getting probably the most some of the most explosive players in all of football with Dalvin Cook and Tyreek Hill. I mean, I can't wait to see when they both burn out for close to 40 points in 1 week together. That's gonna be crazy.
It's a beautiful start. And yeah, I mean, we wanted to do this through ESPN, and this is a 10-man league. I didn't put that out there, right? So we have a 10-man league for you guys to evaluate, right? We have our own 12-man and then my 20-man. So I felt like that's a pretty good range. We actually wanted this to be a 8-man draft, but we
Mm-hmm.
had an issue getting into an 8-man draft so last minute. So I still feel like 10-man is going to be a lot of fun as we see Stephon Diggs and DK Metcalf off the board, but also gives us some different, ratings overall through ESPN. So uh, we got a good mix on the channel, man. And this might as well be a good enough time to bring it up, man. We hit 100 subscribers, so this is
Mm-hmm.
really, part of that as well is our 100 subscriber kind of celebration, man. And like I said, this overall league that we're playing in, and this team is, it's for the catch fam, man. And I got to figure out some logistics, but I got to get. He's hiding from us right here, man. But
Is that Baker? Is that
that's
Baker right
Baker.
there? That's
I
Baker.
I got to
He's
get Baker
dangerous.
Mayfield out to, one of our, subscribers leading up to number 100 or our 100 subscriber. I got to figure out a couple things around that. But Baker is being sent out by the weekend, man. So DK Metcalf, D Hop, and Najee Harris off the
Yeah.
board.
I was a little upset about that one right there. I got to
Good
tell you
talent.
that.
We got a valuable pick coming up here at pick 27. So I don't know what route you're thinking here, man.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think, why not just go out and take, a top running back here? Right now Antonio Gibson's still available, so I love that pick. I know both of us are super high on him. I drafted him in our league that we just did the live stream for the other day. But I mean, you do have Joe Mixon out there too. But oh man, and there he goes, Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, we
That
still
kind of shifts gears here a little bit because you can wait on David Montgomery maybe another round, don't you think?
you don't know who I'm trying to pick in round four,
Oh
man.
my
You can't
gosh.
make
I
your
know
picks.
you can't even wait on David Montgomery, dude. You could take him in
Uh,
the first round for all I care.
yeah.
But honestly, I mean, I do think we're gonna have a great selection here regardless. But you know, with that said, I'm just curious, would you look at guys like Clyde Edwards-Helaire as still an RB1 value? I mean, we talked about him and our opinions kind of went up and down all off season. He still went in the top 2 rounds in our draft, and
Yeah.
I can't really disagree with that.
I can't either, but he still scares me. I don't know, man. With having, basically back to back injuries at this
Hmm.
point, uh, I'm just scared of him, man. I think he could have a fantastic year still, but I'm just leery of him. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if he's my RB2 behind Dalvin Cook, right? Uh, it wouldn't bother me, but I'm scared of all running backs at this point. I went out and drafted six
Yeah.
running backs last night, and like I said, with our, in my reaction video, which will probably be posted by the time this is up, man, I didn't even get 24 hours before one of them went down. And if you watch that live stream or you go back and watch it retrospectively, I was sitting there and that was right after the site crashed. I was like, Amari Cooper, I need a receiver one, but Gus Edwards is here, Daryl Henderson is here, and I was like, screw it, man. I'm taking Gus Edwards. He's going to get in the red zone this week against Steven because they're playing the Raiders, and I want to put points up against Steven
What
if
a
I do
beautiful
anything.
matchup that was, dude. That was a great potential matchup for
And then,
Gus to
dude,
bless.
I didn't even notice your mom drafted Tyson Williams. Your
Mhm.
mom's team is tough.
She went from like I thought already a pretty good team to I
Yeah,
mean she is looked in like she's got great depth. I
yeah,
mean, and then her receivers are really great. She had CeeDee Lamb who's coming up right here who I'm thinking about
yeah,
honestly. And
yeah.
she has your boy Jerry Judy. So
Beauty.
great talent on her squad for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I will say, just a little insight into the pick coming up here. I can't get my eyes off of Terry McLaurin.
Kareem Hunt
I
off the board. Sorry.
Yeah, this draft is getting trippy. This is a trippy draft,
I'm
dude.
gonna
And
feel really dumb if H2H means something that we're not aware of, but I like this draft, man. We've also seen Darren Waller, Allen Robinson, and AJ Brown off the board, but yeah, followed by Kareem Hunt.
Mhm.
Things are getting a little crazy out here, man. So cool. Ya is up on the board. I expect him to make a pretty good pick before I
He's gonna
pick.
probably take Joe Burrow.
Well, there
Oh,
goes Keenan Allen.
there we go. There's an actual
So
good pick.
it's your pick, man. We got Mixon,
Mhm.
CEH, Scary Terry, George Kittle. We got some running
Yeah,
backs. But it's all you, man.
I do think you can come back in that fourth and fifth round and take some pretty good running backs here to shore up the depth. And we've got one of the biggest studs in the league in Dalvin Cook. Um, you know, Terry McLaurin's kind of my guy here. And so you can go ahead and take him. But with that said, I mean, Curtis Samuel has shown a lot of injuries, kind of throughout his career, but now is also hurt again. His
Yeah.
hamstring is messed up, and
Yeah.
this could lead to a season-long type of injury. They do have Dynami Brown, the rookie from North Carolina, who I think is a great receiver. But dude, Scary Terry, his target volume is going to be absurd next year. So let's lock him in.
Well, we did lock him in, man, and
Yeah.
George Kittle's now taken, and I mean, we're up here just a couple of picks. We got a very valuable pick at the turn here in round 4. I got a lot of ideas. I'll just put it that way. We got some good players available, man, and we got to represent for the catch, man. I mean,
Mhm.
we're team the catch exclamation mark. We got Chewbacca. We're the only team out here with a real logo that's not a football helmet. I mean, we got to put it on for the catch, and we might have to take some gambles like I did in my draft, and it did not pay off. But I think some of these gambles might pay off. So, nonetheless, man, I mean, I'm just sitting here. I mean, we're going to get a good player no matter what
Jeez,
route we
dude.
go. I mean, Mixon's still available. I thought you were going to turn in. Look, I just got a NFL update to my phone. So brief timeout, right? Marcus Peters has a season-ending injury with an ACL tear today, suffered in practice. So no update on an official word about Gus Edwards, but it is appearing as if Marcus Peters has torn his ACL, which we kind of had a brief conversation
Mhm.
before we got on here, and you mentioned that you think that's a bigger impact to the Ravens as a team than Gus Edwards getting injured, and I essentially agree with that statement as well, because as big and of a role as Gus Edwards was going to play for that team, I mean, you still got some very capable running backs overall, right? But you also have Lamar Jackson, right? Marcus Peters is not a corner to sneeze at by any means. So
Mhm.
very unfortunate news. So
Yeah. You
I
can't
don't.
sneeze at him even if you got allergies, dude. This guy's a beast, dude. This guy, you cannot sneeze at this motherfucker,
You
dude.
know who else you can't sneeze at?
Oh my gosh.
The best quarterback in the league, Patrick Mahomes, our starting quarterback
Oh my
on this
gosh.
roster. Anytime he throws a touchdown to Tyreek Hill, the catch fam is reaping all the benefits. We don't need any running backs on this team. We don't need 6 running backs, man. We got 2 absolute elite wide receivers. We've got arguably the best running back in the league, and we have, without a doubt, the best quarterback in the league. As now my guy James Robinson is off the board. I'm already feeling very, very strange that I'm not drafting 1,000 running backs, but
I can't believe you didn't draft
nonetheless,
Montgomery, bro. Like I feel like
yeah,
I feel like I'm in an alternate universe. Like I mean,
yeah,
they just released the fact that the Matrix is coming out.
yeah.
I now feel like I am in an alternate universe. Is this a simulation?
Hey man, I really wanted Patrick Mahomes on a roster, and it just didn't happen.
I'm
And
pumped for this. I'm
I'm
pumped for
pumped for
this.
this too, man.
And Tyreek Hill. That was my
Yeah,
guy, dude. I really wanted him.
killer,
Yeah.
bro. That I mean, how much fear are we gonna put into our opponents week in and week out with those two guys? I talked about it all off season, all preseason, and my mock drafts. Man, if you can secure both of these guys, you better do it quickly. And you better take advantage of it, because I
Mhm.
was very surprised that Patty Mahomes fell that long, especially seeing Lamar Jackson go so early in this draft. And now, as we see, I mean, James Robinson, Odell Beckham, David Montgomery, Tyler Lockett, and now Josh Allen. Our hope is that strategically now, within the 5th round and the 6th round, we see a lot of quarterbacks taken off the board, and that will kind of allow us to snag some of those sleeper skill position guys that you and I have a lot more confidence in overall. So,
Mhm.
nonetheless, man, we've got a couple more selections to go here, but where are you thinking we need to go at this point in the draft?
Yeah, man. You talked about how we have been loading up kind of elsewhere outside of running back, but we can both maybe agree that this running back depth is drying up quickly. More and more injuries coming out here. So as much as I really don't like Miles Sanders and Josh Jacobs, those are 2 guys that I am looking at. Outside of that, too, I do like Chase Edmonds as well. So I think the running back position at whole, I am really trying to target here. But I do think if Miles Sanders gets drafted, you're maybe reaching for a guy like Chase Edmonds right now. We might be able to come back in the next pick and take him. Go to tight end real quick, though. I'm interested to see what's going on here, right? So
Yes.
Mark Andrews, TJ Hawkinson, great guys here, but we had so much depth later there. I mean,
Should we take
you
another quarterback?
yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and take Trevor Lawrence. Why don't we?
Dude,
No,
imagine if we did take Patty Mahomes and like a Kyler Murray here. That would just be
it would
ridiculous.
be fun. It would be
Yeah,
fun. I
yeah,
mean, to have like two absolute studs. I still can't believe Lamar Jackson went before
that was
everybody.
wild.
What the hell is going on right now? Adam Thielen just went and Miles Gaskin. I mean, I like Miles Gaskin, to be honest. I mean, I think a lot of people were spooked at first because of Malcolm
Yeah,
Brown, but he really took over this Dolphins backfield.
I agree with that. I mean, I don't know why I kind of got spooked out of him because he was a player I was really high on, being that I have a lot of conviction in the Dolphins, right? I have a lot of conviction in Tua, right, overall. And I like that team. And for whatever reason, towards like the end of August, I just stopped considering Miles Gaskin, who you could really
Mhm.
get at a pretty good discount. And I do think he's going to see the bulk of the carries within that offense throughout the season. So, I still look for him. I mean, I ended up putting him in a, I think he's a must start here in week one. I think he's going to have a really good game against the Pats. But nonetheless, man, I got spooked out of him and I picked a guy like Gus Edwards instead. So I don't even know why anyone out there might listen to me as the LA Rams defense is off the board. I mean, I can't say much. I was first player to take a defense last night in our 12-man league, and I took them pretty early. So
I feel
nonetheless, man,
bad. Like, who are we drafting?
we are drafting for the catch, and that is all that matters, baby. So, Miles Sanders available here, Josh Jacobs, Brandon Ayuk. I mean,
Dude, I will tell you this right now. Miles Sanders is the pick.
you want
Um,
him, Sandy?
actually, hold on. I don't know if I can jump into that. All right,
We
so
got a minute. It's your call, bro.
I love Miles Sanders week one. Him against the Falcons. I think this Falcons defense is god awful.
Yeah,
So much potential. And on the opposite spectrum of that, DeAndre Swift is going to be playing against the 49ers. And I just really don't want a whole lot of shares of this Detroit team. So
sure.
let's go ahead and let's take Miles Sanders. Let's
Yeah,
hope he stays healthy. And let's go against everything I've said all off season. And let's
yeah.
get this guy on our roster.
I like it. I like it. I like that you're having to pick someone that you haven't had a lot of conviction in. I don't know why. I think I just like your misery. So,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, man, I like the start to this team a whole lot. I truly
Mhm.
do. Uh, I mean, we're pretty well rounded at the moment. I mean, two stud receivers, two stud running backs, and I mean, do you feel bad about Patrick Mahomes as their starting quarterback? Because I certainly don't. As Chris Godwin's off the board now.
Dude, I basically stare at photos of Patrick Mahomes going
Okay.
to bed. I
Okay.
love this guy.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
super pumped to have him on my
I,
team,
I just
bro.
had that feeling, man. We needed to snag him, get that potential available there,
Yeah.
pairing him with Tyreek Hill. I mean, the catch fam, I can feel the energy, man. You guys are proud of that pick. So, nonetheless, man, we got a pretty valuable pick here at pick 54, and my mind's all over the place looking at who's available. I don't think I really want to pull the trigger on any of these tight ends yet.
No.
I think, especially the way this draft is going, we can find some good value later at tight end, but it could also go opposite. We could probably see Mike Gesicki with this next selection taken. So, nonetheless, man, I on a serious note, I do think we need to target a running back once
Yeah.
again. Uh,
I would love to
but
get Swift here if he's still sitting there.
man, you know who I'll take over Swift
Oh
all
my
day.
gosh. Don't say it, dude. Do I really have to have this guy on my team? Him and Sanders?
Well, we don't. I don't. I mean, I don't know who's going to be available here at pick 54, but I would certainly pick Josh Jacobs over
Oh,
DeAndre Swift. Yeah, I
I'm
truly
going to try
would.
to trade this guy every week. I'm going to be throwing him up
We
there
can
for
only
trades.
do trades approved by the Catch fam. So let's see. Is this is last year? Okay. I wish we could pull up DeAndre Swift's schedule for this year, as Julio Jones and Deontay Johnson and D Swift and Josh Jacobs are all off the board. So
Wow.
we gotta hone in, man.
Running
This
backs gone.
this might change things for us, man. I think at the moment, quite honestly, we just need to take the best available talent, regardless of position.
Mhm.
Who's Kyler Murray? You don't want to take Kyler? Dude, I really consider taking two quarterbacks. That would be crazy. But nonetheless, no, we need to take the best receiver or running back available. I mean, I think Chase Edmonds might be a good pick here as well as Javonte Williams, but I think the gamble with Williams is we don't really know when he's going to take off. I personally think that he will within that offense as Chase Edmonds is off the board. So,
Jeez, that was a good pick though, honestly.
man, I'm kind of torn between three guys at this very moment, okay? Brandon Ayuk, Mike Davis, and Jerry Jeudy. Uh, I'm torn because I like DJ Moore as well, but I think we can turn around and get another receiver on that team in a later round who still have very favorable matchups all season long. I'm torn because we don't necessarily need a receiver at the moment, but there's two or three really good receivers. I still think there's some later round running backs like Henderson
Harris,
and Williams that we can get in the next
yeah,
round. Man, I think we need to go receiver.
yeah. I do
I
too.
think we need to do it for our most loyal subscriber, made for TV _ Brandon Ayuk. We got your guy on our team. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to a loyal 49ers fan as well, man. And I think that was truly the best pick available. Just looking at who's going to be available in some of these later rounds, more than likely, although this draft has been very hard to predict as Robbie Anderson is
gone
before DJ Moore. Yeah, I don't know. I promise I didn't just join like a scrub league. But nonetheless, man, I do think in that moment that was the best pick, getting the best player available. Like I said, regardless of position, I think we're going to be able to get some better tight ends throughout this draft and some running backs in round 7, 8, and 9 that we like. Part of me really wanted to take Jerry Jeudy there. Really wanted to because I want Jerry Jeudy on a roster that I'm active in and I don't have him, which really hurts my heart. But
we need to target Jerry Jeudy and Tua in this draft. Let me just put that out there. I want these guys on our draft so we can
probably pick Tua pretty late here. I don't think we need to stress.
Don't speak too soon.
I do want to mention as Eric Ebron, Dak Prescott, and Mark Andrews are off the board. Eric Ebron before Mark Andrews.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. But nonetheless, Tua did not get drafted in our 12-man league, and I feel
including you. You should feel like a piece of shit.
When you look at my roster, man, yeah, you're not wrong. But I couldn't draft a second quarterback the way my roster was going, as Kyler Murray is taken in this draft here. But wow, Tua's still hanging out there, man, and if he takes off, like I think he has opportunity to, and he's not on my roster in our league, it's going to be a really tough year emotionally for me. So, yeah, I'm just putting that out there, man.
I mean, hey, he's playing against, the Patriots week 1. I think that's going to be a really tough week for him to kind of grow into his potential.
Lights up the Pats, and your defense has 0 points against me.
Yeah.
And all of your crap talking about my guy Tua time is just thrown out the window. So
I can't wait for Dante Hightower to come around the outside and just blow him the fuck up. Just lights it out.
It could happen. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny that. So, man, what a fun draft. At least this draft is
fun.
Is a stress reliever as opposed to, I mean, if you guys tuned in for that live stream last night, wow, did I have some stress on my plate with that site crashing as Mike Davis and DJ Moore are off the clock. Steven's angry over there, but
I'm pissed.
And that 20-man draft is always stressful. This feels right, man. Doing it for the catch fam. We're getting some really good value picks here. I mean, to say the least, man, we're building a solid roster, in my opinion. I mean, maybe I've been wrong about the RB heavy approach all along, man. I mean, I think I'm just saying that because, Gus Edwards got hurt. I mean, other than that, nothing bad has really happened as A-Rod and Russie Wilson are off the board, but we don't need to worry about the quarterback position because we got Patty Mahomes as Melvin Gordon. The third is now taken, and we're up after this selection by Yeet Ya. Who are you thinking about, man?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeet Ya could take any guy he wants here. But go to the running backs real quick because I do think we're going to start moving into a position here where it's just basically all the values at receiver. I like Darrell Henderson here, man. Darrell Henderson is a great pick. we have a guy who can be the running back one for the Rams offense.
Yeah, I like
They
that pick.
definitely was super trying to get him in our draft. Didn't work out. So go ahead and snag him. I want
As
this guy
a
to be
as
good.
a excellent note, I could have picked him over Gus Edwards last night, and I didn't. So let's pick him in
Jeez.
this league, and let's just move forward. So with pick 74 as Tom Brady and Tyson Williams, who I really wanted to target in this draft. Tyson Williams off the board, followed by T. Higgins and Javonte Williams and Kenny Galladay. That was very fast. So here at pick 74, you already know who my top target
Oh my
is, man.
gosh. He's coming
Yeah.
up. He's coming up. I knew he was
If
coming up too.
oh man, this is scary. I mean, Cortland Sutton is sitting there
Panita.
too.
Here comes Panita. He's coming for
Yeah,
you, dude. He's gonna
yeah.
lace you up.
This is okay. He took
Oh,
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon
Okay,
Cooks, obviously.
yeah,
Let's get a
yeah, of
Texan.
course.
Let's get a Texan.
Dude, I was targeting Brandon Cooks in our draft last night, like
So
heavy.
was I, low key. I was
Yeah,
playing
needed.
him
Well, I
down,
needed a
too.
receiver
I was
one,
like, this
so
guy
I was.
sucks. This guy
Yeah,
sucks.
Jerry Judy on this team. I love it, man. I like this roster, bro. I
Dude,
really do. We're looking stacked.
we are looking stacked.
I mean, in all seriousness,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
I
we're
like
looking
this
good. We're
squad,
looking
bro.
really good.
So my thoughts here are obviously we do need to at least be observing the tight end position, right? Just keeping notes on who's
hmm
available. And we still need to find as much value at the running back position as we can. I mean, I'm just thinking out loud here, right? Whoever you want to pick, we're going to roll with this next selection. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 more roster spots, not including that tight end position. So tight end and 5 more players plus defense and kicker. So quite a few, holes to fill here. But you just let me know, man, if you need me to pull up any specific positions or
Yeah,
anything.
let's
And
let's go back to running back real quick. So if we can, I think a lot of these guys might be off the board by the time we are picking. But if somehow Damian Harris or Raheem Mostert are available still, I'm pumped about this. I mean,
yeah,
I'm loving it. And by the way, as I'm looking at this board here, did Trey Sermon already go? I need this to be discovered right now.
that's a good question. But no, yeah,
It's
ESPN
still there.
just
Wow.
has a very
Okay.
different. Yeah, their
Yeah.
rankings are very
Not used to
different.
that.
No, I think a guy we can also target in this draft is easily Ronald Jones, as Cortland Sutton is now taken. But yeah,
Right back to back with Jerry Judy. And as much as I do like Judy after kind of listening to all the analysis you did of him this offseason, I think Cortland Sutton is probably one of the most slept on receivers entering this year.
I can't
Uh,
deny that. I can't deny it,
he
man.
went so late, and I just think people forget this guy was like an
Yeah.
absolute stud. But I do think Jerry Judy's better.
It's
But
okay if you don't, but I just need to mention we need to take a pause. I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick just got picked over Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Ryan Tannehill, Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield. I can't even talk. Tua and Trevor Lawrence and Matt Ryan and Ben Roethlisberger. And I just got an update to my phone 1 minute ago. Breaking: Edwards out for a year. Ravens running back Gus Edwards tore his ACL in practice Thursday and is out for the season. So that is official, as Michael Gallup, Raheem Mostert, and Zach Moss are all off the board, followed by Chase Claypool. So
oh my gosh.
getting real. I mean, we're not messing around anymore.
Well, I'll tell you what, nobody's messing around if they're taking Fitzpatrick, because I don't care how good Justin Herbert might be. That beard will get you through a lot. You see this goatee right here, brother?
Okay.
This goatee right here will win you
Okay.
some games as well.
Okay.
And that's why we are still getting Damian Harris. That is my game plan.
That's your
That is
guy?
my number one pick. I'm telling you this right now. He's going to get some touchdowns. But hey, also, in the spirit of what's going on this weekend, man, let's talk a little shop. Let's shoot a little shit about the football games we got coming up this weekend. Let's
Yeah.
start with Browns Chiefs, bro. I'm pumped for that, bro. I know we talked about it a little
Yeah.
bit in our podcast earlier, but
Well, I like that conversation, but I do want to bring up here that while we're filming this, the Buccaneers and Cowboys just kicked off, and guess who got the first touch of this football game?
Antonio Brown.
Leonard Fournette.
Oh my
So
gosh.
maybe I have been wrong all along about that backfield. And maybe that's something we should take into consideration in this draft as we're up on the clock. So we're rolling with Damian Harris here.
Yeah, I want to take Harris.
Okay. Damian Harris, it is. And did Leonard Fournette change his number to number 7?
Yep. Yeah, part of that,
Okay.
part of that college. Everybody's trying
So,
to go back
so
to the college
Brady's
numbers.
probably pretty angry at his own
Yeah,
running back.
yeah, he probably is.
Yeah. So that's interesting, man. He just got the ball again. I mean, we don't need to do like a live play by play of this game, but that's definitely something to keep in mind as we see two tight ends off the board in this draft. And I'll make this selection, then we'll talk about the Chiefs and the Browns, excuse me. I'm looking at the tight end position here, but I think we can last one more round at least. And man, I'm about to pick Leonard Fournette the way this game next to me is
Seriously.
looking, man. Uh, I'm watching really quick as they have put. It looks like
I'm watching it too now. I'm
yeah,
streaming it as
Leonard
well. So maybe
Fournette is not their third down back, is the
no,
way it looks like.
Giovanni Bernard, man. This is a sneaky pick right here.
Oh
Somebody to definitely
man,
watch on the waiver wires, bro, because this could be the new James White of this Tampa Bay offense.
man,
Oh,
there are a lot of players available right now. You know what, man? I didn't get him in any other league. I'm taking him for the catch, fam.
I
We're,
like that
we're
pick right
getting our
there.
tight end solidified. He got picked in the 3rd round in our 12-man league last night. Which,
Maybe this is
gosh,
Bryce and all his friends, dude. Maybe
and
this is
Corey Davis followed by Le'Veon Bell
Le'Veon Bell.
and
What
Sony
the?
Michelle, man. Nonetheless, man, Browns Chiefs. Okay, that is going to be a game that I think we could potentially see in Week 1
Mm.
and in the AFC Championship,
Yeah, man.
man.
Me too.
That game is going to be so much fun to watch. I mean, I think the Browns defense is going to be much better than people are anticipating. And I think their offense, led by our guy Baker, is going to be much better than people are anticipating, man. And I mean, we went out and targeted Patty Mahomes and Tyreek Hill in this draft, and I mean, everyone's anticipating them being fantastic this year, right? But that's gonna be fun, man. I don't know who to pick. I mean,
I
we've
mean,
talked about this, man. I really don't know who to pick in that game.
I do think before the preseason happened and everything, and I saw, Patrick Mahomes connect with our guy Tyreek Hill here. I was going with the Browns, but then I started to watch him and Mahomes do his thing, and dude, I can't get away from the Chiefs. I'm gonna take them, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I think the Browns are still gonna easily win this AFC North
Yeah.
division now that the Ravens are just getting their ass kicked. But I mean, oh,
Yeah.
here we go, Dak
Well,
Prescott coming.
I was about to say, man. I mean,
Whoa,
yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
looking good,
I
dude.
think my stream's about 4 seconds ahead of you, maybe, unless you're watching the replay. But yeah, shout out to Dak Prescott, man. I mean, awesome to see him bouncing back from
Mhm.
injury, throwing an absolute dart to a receiver I could have picked over Gus Edwards, right? And I mean, shout out to
Yeah,
Amari Cooper as
that was just
well.
like a slap in your face, dude.
Hey, I take a lot of slaps to the face throughout my fantasy seasons. The most important thing, man, is just uh, you got to look to the waiver wire, man. You can take
You
a
know what
lot of.
you know what I'm thinking of when you said slaps to the face? Weren't I the one who broke your nose when you were younger?
Okay,
Didn't
well,
didn't that break like
you
your
did
cartilage or
like
something?
yeah. I have a piece of cartilage in my nose that moves around thanks to my co-host Steven here at the Catch. Let us know in the comments down below any childhood injuries that you
We want to
received.
hear those. We
I
want to hear
also
those.
was there when Steven broke his arm in
Yeah,
tackle football in the 5th grade, and he broke his arm in like 7 places,
like
and
this. Yeah, it
yeah,
was
that was
dangling.
pretty terrifying. So yeah, come on, Catch fam, we're doing this draft for you. Let us know of your childhood injuries down below. But nonetheless, man, hey, these Cowboys got a 3rd and 1 as we are sitting here drafting. And they got stuffed, man. That Tampa Bay front seven. Let's kind of segue here into who you think is going to end up winning this football game tonight,
Yeah.
because I think the deciding factor, and I'm wrong, somehow Ezekiel Elliott did end up, they gave him the first there, but I think the deciding factor in this game could certainly be the Tampa Bay front seven, as our guy Baker Mayfield just got drafted in this draft. But I kind of mentioned this, a few times, right, that front seven has an advantage, being that the Cowboys have been dealing with some COVID issues on their offensive line. And but I don't know, man. I mean, I think this Cowboys defense, who's very bad in the secondary,
Dude, their
also has a
linebackers are studs though, bro. They
also
got
has an opportunity to step up with their
yeah.
own front seven. So that's kind of where I'm at with this game, is that the front seven on either team is going to be the deciding factor overall. I personally think in who wins this football game.
I
So
think it's gonna be the Bucks, but it's funny because they had a negative, so they had a 9.5 spread. So Vegas thought that they were gonna win by 9.5 points. I mean, that's like absurd, Like
yeah.
that's ridiculous. I mean, and who knows? They might still do it, but like, I mean, come on, this Cowboys team is not bad at all.
What tight end is that? That's not even. Is that Schultz? Man,
Yeah, yeah.
man, you
Dalton
just
Schultz is
never
good.
know.
You don't know
You
till week 1, and that's
you
why
just
waiver
never
wires get
know.
so critical.
Yeah, that it's absolutely a great point. We can study, we can mock draft, we can do all the research in the world, we can have all the gut conviction in the world,
And
but
then Eric Ebron gets drafted in the 4th round. I mean, you
they might be
never
right.
know. Yeah, they
Eric
might be
Ebron
right.
might be an absolute beast this year. So
All right, we got to
uh,
shift back here real quick
it's
because we're
your
jumping
pick.
up.
It's your pick. Yeah, absolutely. So what position are you thinking you want to target here? As we look pretty stacked, and we're up on the clock, man. We have 4 more selections here before a
Yeah.
defense or kicker. That is.
Honestly, I mean, I do actually like how our running back depth is looking. Um, Go to the top real quick of this overall board here. I have always wanted to get Jalen Waddle
I
this
knew you were
all
going to
off
say that.
season. Yeah, and I was really upset that I didn't get him. So I would love to go out and take him. And I think that really rounds out our receiving core. I mean, obviously, let's take some more guys if it presents itself. But yeah, this dude's explosive, man. He could be the next Tyreek Hill.
Jalen Waddle, it is at the receiver position. And man, I really want to target Ronald Jones here, but I'm not so sure he's going to be a good player to target anymore,
He
man.
hasn't even been on the field yet, has he?
No, he hasn't. Which is like, gosh,
Oh, CeeDee Lamb just dropped the ball.
yeah, I saw that too, man.
That was pretty gross. Gosh, CeeDee Lamb looks so cool. Like, just honestly, he's so cool, man. I wish I had his hair.
Okay, well, that'll happen with about 20 different players throughout the season. Stephen will say some comment like that. So
I've never wanted to look like this. Oh, dude.
nonetheless, man, really, when we're looking at this roster and I'm looking at who we can add here, like I don't think
Tight
we're
ends
gonna.
are still available.
I like
Higby.
Gasecki sitting here and Higby as well, man. I
Yeah.
like Johnny Smith at the top there. Uh, I actually really wanted to target Baker Mayfield in this draft, but obviously he got selected already. But I thought that would just be a nice addition to this
Mhm.
roster, right? Uh, Man, I don't think we can make a bad pick here. I think the receivers are the weakest. I'm not a giant fan of who's available other than Mike Williams, who I didn't even end up taking in any of my drafts, who I was so high on in the offseason, right? I kind of like Trey Sermon sitting down here as a sneaky
I do
value,
too. I do
as
too.
James White, DJ Chark, and Curtis Samuel are off the
Jalen
board.
Hurts is still available too, man. Holy crap.
Hmm.
I mean, the quarterbacks, like Jalen Hurts. First off, Jalen Hurts is going to be lights out week 1. He might be worth a little stash, but I don't know.
I like the pick. I like the value
I
pick.
still think we have Mahomes at the end of the day. Sermon's a tasty little pick right here, if I've got to say.
I like Sermon here. I like Jalen Hurts.
My God, Pip.
I like Pittman and Myers sitting here and Callaway. Like, I just don't think we're going to make a bad pick. The Washington football team defense looks like a steal, right?
And you can get the Bucks defense too.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's just so many good picks, but this is really tough. It's the toughest pick of the night, man. We're going with the last value.
While you're thinking about this, how the hell is McCarthy still a head coach? Like what the hell happened?
I'm taking Trey
simulation
Sermon.
here?
If you want my honest answer on why Mike McCarthy is the head coach, is the Bills defense is off the board. Okay, I think that him and not Jerry Judy. Wow, him and Jerry Jones just have the right understanding, because I think a big part of being the Dallas Cowboys head
Submitting to
coached.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I
Yeah.
think that's why Jason Garrett was the head coach there for so long.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that's the most unique head coaching experience in the NFL, to where you're a head coach, but you're like half of a head coach, right? And I think that him and Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones just have uh, an understanding, so to speak. And I don't hate Mike McCarthy by any means. I mean,
Aaron Rodgers does.
I know. I was about to say. I mean, our guy A-Rod sure wanted him the hell out of there, and I mean, I guess for Aaron Rodgers, I'm not going to argue, right? But nonetheless, man, I mean, I don't think he's an awful head coach. But do I think that the Cowboys potentially could have targeted someone a little different? I guess. I mean, I like their offensive coordinator. I still think they have a youth in their offensive coordinator, right? But you would kind of expect them to potentially go out and get a really dynamic head coach, right? But like I said, I think it has more to do with Jerry Jones and the way he runs the organization. And I think they really just wanted structure overall, and like a Super Bowl winning type structure. Although, I mean, it's been a while since Mike McCarthy's been to a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I think your analysis is it's good, but I think you hit it on the head in the beginning. It's just, dude, McCarthy submitted. Like, I mean, a lot of like the coaches that I think had a little bit more self-esteem, I think kind of backed out. I'm not trying to
Sure.
like totally trash on this guy, but I could go on a tangent about McCarthy. I don't even know if he's going to be on their team in a year or two, to be honest.
I don't know,
Um,
man. They like to keep their head coaches for some
they
time,
do, dude. They kept Garrett for a while, man.
other than their best head coach of all time, arguably.
Yeah.
I mean, I of course, their second best head coach of all time, that of Jimmy Johnson, right? I mean, uh, but nonetheless, man, your picks up, by the way, is Tyler Croft. I'm very confused as to why Tyler Croft is off the board. I that is one that makes this draft look highly questionable.
Yeah, that
As
that actually
Ronald
that
Jones,
actually got a little sketchy.
Ronald Jones is now on the field, in case you're wondering. So it's your pick, man. Let me know
Okay,
what you need me to do here,
let's
bro.
head over to running backs real quick.
Jalen Hurts is still sitting here, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
I know I'm thinking about that. Go to receiver too. Yeah, I don't think you can kind of step away from Jalen Hurts here. I think you got to take him. Top 10 type of quarterback. Uh, and we got guys drafting Tyler Croft. So
We
let's go
rolling
ahead and take Jalen Hurts.
with
Yeah.
the Hurt machine, man. I like that. I think that gives us
Yeah.
a tremendous depth and a great value at quarterback overall. I really like that pick right there, man. I
And we're
truly
coming
do.
right back up. I mean,
Yeah, and I got
Panita
a.
takes Matt Stafford.
That's a good pick, man. I
Yeah,
got
I actually like that pick.
a lot of directions we could go here. Um, we could go ahead and snag an elite defense, right? As the Bucks and Ravens are still sitting there. I'm thinking about adding tight end depth with Tyler Higbee. I think that's a really good move, man. But I think
I like it.
these
I think
defenses. Go
I
ahead.
think getting tight end depth is better than getting receiver or running back depth at this
I mean,
point.
I'm
That's for
pretty
sure.
confident in our receivers, even though we only
Yeah.
have four. I feel pretty good about just Tyreek Hill and Terry McLaurin. So I think you're right. I think I want to roll with Tyler Higbee here. And now we just kind of see if one of those defenses falls
I
to
mean,
us.
dude, those are studs. Like all those guys are studs.
Yeah, and even if we don't, I'd really like to get the Bucks or Ravens. I mean, it's your pick coming up, so you get to decide if we get a kicker or defense
I,
first.
I
But
I'm going away from the Ravens, man. Losing Marcus Peters,
it's
he
a
is
good
the
point.
absolute. He's the swagger jack of
Yeah,
this defense. Yeah, I
yeah,
think he's one of the biggest leaders of this defense,
yeah.
and he created more turnovers than just about anybody. So I love it.
I think it's a good point. As Gronk looks like original Gronk on the field right now, which is awesome. Throw me, no, you know what? I'm going to throw you a week one matchup since you threw me one. Colts, Seahawks, as my
Mhm.
guy Antonio Brown looks good out there, bro.
And my guy Carson Wentz is playing week one,
Hey,
brother. He's sitting
he
there for
is.
number
Listen, man, I
two.
want to mention that. I want to mention that. He didn't go drafted in our league. How are you viewing Carson Wentz from a fantasy perspective at this moment?
I think if you're in 14-man leagues plus, um, I do think he's somebody to look at.
Yeah.
The only reason why I don't think he's going to be relevant in 12-man leagues or less is because this Colts offense isn't really geared to make a QB super relevant. We're super run heavy, and the passes are going to be to receivers that really aren't going to do a ton after getting the ball in their hands. So, I mean, with the, maybe the exception of Paris Campbell, if he can stay healthy, but I mean, with that said, Carson Wentz can do some stuff on his feet, but I think Frank Reich is going to really try to control Carson Wentz and really just try to make this as simple for him as possible.
Yeah.
And man, we got a brutal schedule too. So honestly, I mean, I want to see how Carson Wentz works out. I want to see if he can stay healthy. And I'm just glad he's playing week 1 because I do think we have a chance to beat the Seattle team.
Yeah, I think that's actually a
Damn.
really good matchup, man.
Antonio Brown's
Brady is
catching
throwing
everything.
some darts to AB
Yeah.
right now.
Oh,
And
fuck,
this
dude.
team,
I got Brady starting right now,
yeah,
bro.
and I got Antonio
Let's
Brown
go.
against you.
And Chris Godwin. I got him too.
Yeah, Godwin's
He
hasn't
has
done
not caught a
anything.
ball. Has not
But
caught a ball.
I've
Not
got
caught a ball.
AB in my 20-man league as well. Do I? No, I don't. I don't.
I thought you did.
I'm confused right now.
That's that when you're in 20-man leagues, it's so hard to even know, man. Did Tyler Croft get drafted in your 20-man league?
No.
That's a really good question.
I don't have. I have Jerry Jeudy in my 20-man league. Dude, I'm so all over the place right now. That's right.
Oh.
My guy.
There goes Leonard Fournette.
Oh, we just missed the Bucks defense. Are you kidding me, bro?
But yo, you got the Broncos, who I think we're both high on.
It's your call. It's your pick, my guy.
It is. Dude, this is tough, man.
We can go kicker too if you need me to pull up the kickers, bro.
Let's go kickers. Because there's
kickers.
Let's check this out.
Sorry, I'm watching this
No,
game as Chris Godwin almost got in the end zone, but
go to defense.
Dude.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take the Broncos defense here.
Okay. I mean, they got Danny Jones week 1, so we're pretty much guaranteed.
Oh, that's
30
right.
points.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's amazing.
Man, Brady looks phenomenal.
Yeah,
he looks like he
looks so locked in. he looks so like
better than when he was in New England. Like, honestly.
Did you just see his eyes?
He's a scary guy. I'll tell you that much. So let's roll with Jason Sanders as our kicker, although I really like Rodrigo Blankenship. We forgot to target Tua. Oh, my gosh. Okay, Chris Godwin just scored. So
let's go, baby!
Steven is up in points against me from 2 perspectives already. But nonetheless, as Steven does his fantasy...
It's okay, you just suck, dude. You suck, bro.
So if you guys are wondering, this is what I have to put up with every year in my fantasy league. So you should see when Steven's losing. It's almost scary. I have to have like a suicide hotline on hand as well. But nonetheless, man, this draft is over, man. That's our 100 subscribers special. That is the Catch fam roster, man. Like I said, throughout the season, you guys are going to help us control this roster. So when we're going to be making video updates all year long, of course, letting you guys throw your comments about waiver wire additions, about who we need to drop, who we need to add, man. Like I said, I'm sorry we couldn't do this live, right? We kind of just decided to do this last minute for the 100-man subscriber, which we're super stoked about. Could not be more thankful for that. And overall, some logistics just didn't let us do this live, but man, I like this team that we went out and we put together for the Catch fam. Let's crack it down, man. The final draft of the year. No more mock drafts, no more real drafts. This is it, man. And we got Patty Mahomes and Jalen Hurts at quarterback. That's dirty, man. At the running back position, Dalvin Cook, Miles Sanders, right? So Steven's not feeling crazy there, but I think it's pretty good. Then Darrell Henderson, Damian Harris, and Trey Sermon. I think we got good depth overall. There it is. Your draft is complete. Let's click this. I've never done this. Go to my team. Hopefully it doesn't crash or anything. This setup is not as... Oh, there we go. Oh, dope. This looks good, man. Okay, so at the receiver position, we got Tyreek Hill. and Scary Terry and Jerry Judy, and an absolute
Gosh,
potential
dude.
breakout at Jalen Waddle, right? Tight end, we're looking at Robert Tonyan and Tyler Higbee, so very good depth there. A very good, potential breakout Broncos defense, right? And Jason Sanders as our kicker. So I think
A
this is a
stud at kicker too.
very well-rounded team. Yeah, Jason Sanders put up over 170 fantasy points last year as a kicker. So I like this team, and I'm so stoked we got Patty Mahomes on this squad, man. Who's your favorite pick out of the Catch Fam roster?
Yeah, I think it's Terry McLaurin.
Yeah,
I can't really describe it enough, dude. I
yeah,
love this guy. I love how many catches he's really going to get with Ryan Fitzpatrick, and I just think you kind of combine Tyreek Hill's explosiveness with lack of touches,
sure.
with the fact that Terry McLaurin is going to get like
Yeah,
120 plus
yeah,
catches. So I love it. I think it's amazing. And bro, let's get it, dude. Let's get
yeah.
this money.
Let's do it, man. It's the Catch Fam roster put together here for you guys. Like I said, we could not express how thankful, how grateful we are overall for all of the love and support we received over the last month or so. Man, this has been an absolute journey, an absolute blast. We both worked our asses off to get all of this content pushed out for you guys. And like I said, Baker Mayfield will be sent out by the weekend to one of our first 100
He's dangerous though,
subscribers.
so watch out.
He wakes up feeling dangerous, just like all of the Catch